Liam lived a quiet life. He was a simple man who worked as a mechanic in a small town far away from the big cities. His garage was old, full of tools and spare parts. He didn't talk much to people. He liked being alone. Machines made more sense to him than people. One evening, the sun had just disappeared behind the hills. The sky turned dark. Liam was fixing an old engine in his garage when suddenly the lights went out. Everything became silent. Even the humming of the power lines was gone. Huh, Liam said, wiping his hands. Power's out again. He grabbed his flashlight and stepped outside to check if the whole area was dark or just his place. As he walked toward the gate, he noticed something strange. The air felt heavy. The wind had stopped. Even the crickets were silent. Then he heard a voice. "Don't move, human." Liam froze. The voice was calm but powerful. It came from behind him. He slowly turned his head and saw a figure standing a few meters away. It was a woman, but not like any woman he had ever seen. Her skin was a smooth silver blue. Her eyes glowed faintly, like the moon. She wore something that looked like armor, but it was light and flexible, almost like cloth. Her hair floated gently, as if moved by a wind that wasn't there. "I've been looking for you for years," she said. Liam blinked. "Me?" "Yes," she replied. "You are the one I was sent to find." He stepped back slowly. "Look, lady. I think you've got the wrong person. I'm just a mechanic." The woman stepped forward. She didn't seem angry. Her voice was calm and serious. "Your name is Liam. You are 31 years old. You were born in this town. You've lived here all your life." Liam's heart started beating faster. How did she know that? "Are you?" he asked. "My name is Sari," she said. "And I am not from this planet." Liam stared at her. "You're an alien?" "Yes." He laughed nervously. "This is a prank, right? Someone's messing with me." Sari raised her hand, and a small orb of blue light appeared above her palm. It floated, spun slowly, and gave off a soft, Liam's eyes widened. "That's not human tech," he whispered. "No," she said. "It's from my world. And it's how I tracked you." Liam took a deep breath. He looked around. The road was empty. His small house stood quiet behind him. No sounds, no signs of anyone else. Just him and her. "Why are you looking for me?" he asked. Sari looked at him for a moment, as if trying to decide how much to say. "You are important," she said finally. "Your bloodline carries something ancient, something powerful. It comes from a human colony that left Earth long ago before your people. Even had space travel." Liam frowned. "A human colony. From the past." "Yes. Long ago, a group of humans was taken from Earth by an unknown force. They were placed on a faraway planet. Over time, they became strong, advanced. They created wonders. But they were destroyed in a great war. Only a few of their descendants survived. You are one of them." Liam shook his head. "That's impossible. I've never even left this town." "It doesn't matter where you've been," Sari said. "What matters is what you carry inside you. Your DNA holds a key, one that can unlock ancient knowledge, and many are searching for it." Liam stepped back again. This is too much. "You're saying I'm part of some ancient human group that lived in space? That I'm special because of my blood?" "Yes, and others are looking for me." "Yes," Sari said, her voice growing softer. "Not all of them are friendly." Liam felt a chill run down his back. He looked into her glowing eyes. She didn't seem like a liar, and the light in her hand couldn't explain that. "Do you want from me?" he asked. "I want to protect you," Sari said. "And I want to help you remember who you are. But I don't remember anything. You will, in time." Suddenly, there was a strange sound in the sky. Soft hum, like a giant machine waking up. Sari turned her head sharply. "They've found us," she said. "We must go." "Who?" Sari didn't answer. She walked toward him, grabbed his hand, and pressed a small device to his arm. It gave a short beep. Liam felt a strange warmth pass through his body. "You're marked now? They won't be able to lose you again." Liam pulled back. "What do you mean? But Sari looked up. In the sky, something shimmered like a cloaked ship, just became visible for a second. "They're coming," she said. "And we need to run." Liam looked at her, at the sky, and then back at his garage. His simple life was over. He could feel it. He didn't know where they were going. He didn't know why any of this was happening. But he knew one thing for sure. His life would never be the same again. Liam ran beside Sari through the dark woods behind his house. The moon was high, but clouds moved across the sky, making the light flicker. The strange ship in the sky had vanished again, cloaking itself. Liam's heart beat fast as branches scratched his arms and face. "Where are we going?" Liam asked, panting. "There's a hidden place nearby," Sari said, looking calm even as she ran. "I landed my craft there." It's shielded from tracking for a short time. They kept running until they reached a rocky hill. Sari walked to a flat stone and touched it with her hand. The stone shimmered and disappeared like mist, revealing a metal hatch in the ground. "Inside," she said quickly. Liam climbed down a narrow ladder into a small chamber. It was cold, but quiet. Soft blue lights on the walls turned on as Sari entered behind him and closed the hatch. "This is your ship?" Liam asked, surprised. "No," she said. "This is only a shelter part of my landing pod." The room had smooth silver walls, a few glowing panels, and strange symbols Liam couldn't read. In the center was a round table with a floating blue screen. Sari waved her hand, and a map of the stars appeared. "I need you to understand something," Sari said. "I didn't come here by accident. You were chosen long ago." Liam sat down slowly. "Chosen? Don't get it. I've lived a normal life. I'm just a guy who fixes engines." Sari looked at him with serious eyes. "Your ancestors were not normal humans. Thousands of years ago, a group of humans was taken from Earth by a force we still don't fully understand. They were taken to a planet called Iridon. There they built a great society, one more advanced than anything on Earth now." "What happened to them?" "They became too powerful," Sari said. "Other alien empires grew afraid. One of those empires was the Icaran Dominion. They attacked Irodin and destroyed it. Only a few survivors escaped. Some fled to deep space. Some returned to Earth, blending in. And I'm one of their descendants," Liam asked. "Yes," Sari nodded. "And inside you is knowledge that cannot be rebuilt. It was passed through generations, locked in your DNA. Your mind is the key." Liam leaned back. "Why would anyone put knowledge in DNA? That sounds like science fiction." Sari smiled slightly. "To protect it. Your ancestors feared that written records could be stolen. But living memory, passed through blood, was safer." "But I don't remember anything," Liam said. "You will," she said. "You just need the right trigger. Dreams, emotions, danger. It will come." Liam looked at the floating star map. "And those Icaran people, are they the ones chasing?" "You, yes. The Icarans destroyed Eridon. And now they fear that someone like you could bring back that lost knowledge. They don't want humans to rise again." Liam stood up and walked around the small room. He was trying to understand it all. An ancient human colony, knowledge hidden in blood. Aliens hunting him. Sounded like a movie. He looked back at Sari. "Why are you helping me?" Sari paused for a moment, then said, "Because your people helped mine once. Long ago, during a different war, your ancestors saved my world from destruction. My mission is to repay that debt. So, this is personal." "Yes," she said softly. Suddenly a loud beep came from one of the walls. A red symbol flashed. "Sari, rush to the panel. They're scanning the area. You must move again soon." "Can we fight them?" Liam asked. "Not yet," she said. "They have better weapons and faster ships. But they don't understand humans. That's your strength." Liam smiled slightly. "You mean we're unpredictable?" "Exactly." Sari touched another panel and a small drawer opened. Inside was a strange device. It looked like a bracelet made of smooth metal. "What's that?" Liam asked. "A neural stabilizer," she said. "It helps your mind stay calm when memories start to awaken." The ancient knowledge can be dangerous if released too fast. She placed the bracelet on his wrist. It locked into place, glowing. Faintly, it feels warm, Liam said. That means it's working. Just then, Liam felt something in his head flash like a dream. He saw tall towers, people wearing strange clothes, and a symbol, a circle with 3 lines running through it. He gasped and held his head. I saw something. Sari stepped forward quickly. What did you see? I don't know, buildings? A city, a strange symbol. Sari looked at him with both hope and fear. It's starting. Liam sat down again, breathing slowly. So what happens now? Now we find the others, Sari said. Others. There are more like you, hidden across Earth, descendants of the ancient colony. Some are unaware, some are already being hunted. Liam stood up. Then let's find them, before the Acherons do. Sari smiled. Good. You ready? The lights dimmed for a moment, and the shelter gave a low hum. The cloaking field is failing, Sari said. We have to leave now. She opened a hidden door in the back of the room, leading to a tunnel. They walked quickly, the walls lighting up as they moved. As they exited the tunnel, Liam looked up at the stars. They were bright tonight, different, more alive. He knew his life had changed forever, and somehow, deep inside, he felt ready. Liam followed Sari through the dark forest, the soft sound of their boots pressing into the damp ground. The sky was still quiet, but Liam kept glancing up, expecting to see the hidden ship again. His thoughts were spinning. He had always believed Earth was alone in the universe. Now he knew that not only were aliens real, but he was connected to something much bigger, something ancient. How far is your ship? He asked, trying to catch his breath. Not far, Sari replied. We're heading to the uplands. It's hidden inside a cave system. The Acherons can't scan through thick rock. As they climbed up a rocky slope, Liam asked, why did the Acherons destroy the lost colony? What were they afraid of? Sari slowed down and looked at him. The humans of Eridon were different. They didn't just build machines. They built living system cities that healed themselves, ships that could think, tools that grew like plants. But most of all, they had minds that evolved faster than any species. They could learn anything, solve problems no one else could. But they were still destroyed? Liam asked. They were too kind, Sari said. They believed knowledge should be shared. They taught other races, helped them grow. But not everyone liked that. The Acherons feared losing control, believed they should rule the stars. When your ancestors refused to join their empire, the Acherons wiped them out. Liam felt a heaviness in his chest. So the only crime they committed was helping others? Sari nodded. Exactly. They reached a narrow path that led to a mountain ridge. The air was thinner here, and the trees were fewer. After a short walk, Sari stopped in front of a large boulder. She touched a stone on the ground, and the boulder split open slowly, revealing the mouth of a cave. They stepped inside. The cave was cold, but dry. Soft lights turned on automatically as they walked deeper. Inside, Liam saw something amazing. A small spaceship, silver and smooth, rested in the heart of the cave. It was shaped like a teardrop, with glowing lines running across its surface. It looked like it had been grown, not built. This is your ship? Liam asked. Yes, Sari said. It's part organic, part machine, grown using Aerodanian knowledge. It heals itself and listens to my thoughts. Liam walked closer, touching the warm metal. It feels alive. It is, she said softly. And soon it will respond to you too. Liam turned to her. Me? Why me? Sari walked to a console and activated a hologram. A figure appeared. It was a tall human with golden eyes and long hair tied behind his head. His face looked wise but strong. This is Ilar, Sari said. He was the last leader of Eridon, created the memory lock system knowledge hidden. In DNA, he hoped that one day, one of his bloodline would survive. Liam stared at the hologram. And you think I'm from his line? We don't think. We know, she said. When I scanned you, your blood reacted to a signal from this ship. Only someone from his bloodline could do that. Liam stepped back. It was a lot to take in. He had always thought he was ordinary. Now people were calling him special, chosen. But he didn't feel like a hero. I don't even know how to fight, he said. I don't know anything about space, ships, or war. You don't have to know everything right away, Sari said. Your strength is not in what you know now, it's in what you can learn. Suddenly, the lights in the cave flickered. A warning beep echoed from the ship's console. Sari rushed over and checked the screen. Her expression turned serious. The Icarans are sending scouts. They're sweeping this area with hunter drones. We must leave before they get closer. Can your ship fly us out of here? Liam asked. Yes, but once we leave Earth's surface, they will spot us. Then where will we go? Sari pressed a button, and a star map opened. She pointed. To a blinking star. This planet is called Virel. There's an old outpost built by Arodan's allies. It's hidden in the jungle. Some say a memory chamber still exists. They're one of the original places where knowledge was stored. You think it can help me unlock what's inside me? Liam asked. I believe so, she said. But we must be careful. The Akorans have spies on many worlds. Liam nodded slowly. Then let's go. Sari placed her hand on the ship, and the side opened like a blooming flower. Inside, the walls were smooth and glowing. No buttons. No wires. Just lights, curves, and a gentle hum. Liam sat down in a seat that adjusted to his shape. It felt like sitting in warm water. The ship lifted silently into the air, then moved forward through the tunnel. A hidden exit opened near the mountain peak. Within seconds, they were flying above the clouds. As they rose higher, Liam looked down at Earth's home. It was beautiful, but now it felt small. You okay? Sari asked. I think so, he said. Just saying goodbye to the life I thought I had. You're not leaving it behind, she said. You're protecting it. That's what your ancestors would have done. Liam nodded. Then let's finish what they started. The ship pushed into the upper atmosphere. Stars began to appear, and ahead of them, the galaxy waited. Liam sat inside the ship, staring out of the window as Earth slowly faded behind them. The stars now surrounded them, and everything felt silent and endless. He had never imagined he would leave his home planet Teshli, not with an alien woman who said he was the key to an ancient human legacy. Beside him, Sari was focused on the controls. She didn't use buttons or a steering wheel like human ships. In movies, instead, she placed her hand on a smooth panel that glowed softly and responded to her thoughts. How long until we reach Virel? Liam asked. For hours in space-time, she replied. The ship bends gravity and light to move faster. But we must remain alert. The Icarans patrol this sector. Liam nodded and leaned back in his seat. He still couldn't believe how fast. His life had changed. Just a day ago, he was fixing old engines in his garage. Now, he was flying through space with someone from another world. Suddenly, a sharp alarm echoed through the ship. Red symbols appeared on the main screen. Sari's eyes narrowed. No, they found us. What is it? Liam asked, sitting up quickly. An Icaran hunter-class ship. They're locking onto us. Before Liam could speak, the ship shook. A blue energy blast exploded near their right side. Hold on, Sari shouted. She turned the ship sharply. Liam gripped the armrest as the ship spun sideways and dodged another energy beam. Outside, he saw the Icaran ship, a dark, sharp-looking vessel with red lights glowing like eyes. It was fast and looked like it had claws instead of wings. They're trying to disable us, Sari said. They want you alive. That doesn't sound like good news, Liam muttered. Sari's fingers moved over the glowing surface, and small drones detached from the back of their ship. They flew toward the Icaran ship, spinning and shooting pulses of light. But the Icarans weren't easy to beat. They've upgraded their defense systems, Sari said. These drones won't hold them long. What do we do? Liam asked. Sari looked at him. We need your help. Me. I don't know how to fight in space. You don't need to fight. You need to connect. To what? The ship, she said calmly. It's part of your legacy. Your ancestors built it with thought-sharing ability. Your mind can guide it, if you let it. Liam hesitated. The idea felt strange. But he remembered what she had said his DNA carried knowledge. His blood remembered things even if his brain did not. He placed his hand on the panel. It felt warm, like touching smooth stone under sunlight. Close your eyes, Sari said. Clear your mind. Let the ship feel you. Liam took a deep breath and closed his eyes. At first, nothing happened. Then, something clicked. A flash of light. A deep humming sound inside his chest. His thoughts began to stretch. He didn't just feel the ship, he became part of it. He could sense its wings, its engines, even the damage on its side. He saw the Icaran ship not just with his eyes, but with awareness, like a map inside his head. I see it, he whispered. Sari smiled. Now move it. Liam focused. He imagined the ship diving downward and spinning around the enemy. The ship responded. Instantly, faster than Sari had flown it. They dodged another beam and slipped behind the Icaran ship. They weren't expecting this, Sari said. Keep going. Liam felt power surge through him. He imagined the ship charging an energy pulse. The panels lit up in a bright blue. Blast shot from the front, striking the Icaran ship's side. The enemy ship shook. Sparks flew. For a moment it seemed like they had won. But then, the Icaran ship fired a cluster of tracking mines. The small devices spread out, glowing red and locking onto Liam's ship. They're trying to trap us, Sari said. If they attach, they'll drain our energy. Liam didn't panic. He could feel the shape of the mines in his mind, where they were and how fast they moved. He imagined the ship releasing a field wave of force. The ship responded. A pulse of white energy exploded around them, disabling the mines. They floated helplessly, dead in space. Liam opened his eyes. He was breathing hard, but he was smiling. I did it, he said. You did more than that, Sari said. You connected with the ship on your first try? That's rare. Suddenly, the Icaran ship turned and fled into the stars. They're retreating, Liam said. No, Sari corrected. They're reporting. The Icarans now know you're active and more dangerous than they thought. Liam looked at the stars ahead. The thrill of flying the ship was fading, replaced by a cold thought. I just told them where I am, he said. Sari nodded. Yes. Which means more will come. Then we don't have time to waste. They continued their journey toward Varel. The ship flew smoother now. Liam could feel its trust, like it had accepted him. He was not just a passenger anymore. He was part of it. Sari looked at him and said, This is just the beginning, Liam. The Icarans have many weapons, but they don't have your mind, your will, or your human spirit. Liam didn't speak for a moment. Then he said, Let them come. We'll show them what humans are made of. The stars ahead grew brighter. The next part of the journey was waiting. The planet Varel looked like a giant green ball from space, covered with thick forests and deep blue rivers. As the ship moved closer, Liam stared in silence. It was beautiful, but something about it felt mysterious, almost hidden. Sari guided the ship slowly through the clouds. The outpost is deep inside the jungle. It's been abandoned for years. But if the memory chamber still works, it can help. Unlock what's inside you. Liam nodded. He was still thinking about the battle with the Icaran ship. His hands had stopped shaking, but his mind was filled with questions. What if I can't unlock anything? He asked. What if I'm not strong enough? Sari looked at him with calm eyes. We're already stronger than you think. The fact that you controlled the ship like that, it means you're ready. The ship landed softly in a clearing. Outside, the jungle was thick and alive. Strange birds with long tails flew overhead. Trees had glowing leaves, and vines moved gently as if breathing. Liam stepped out, his boots pressing into the soft ground. The air was warm and he could hear water flowing nearby. This place is wild, he said. Sari smiled. Yes, but it remembers the past. They walked through the trees, following a path of stones half covered in moss. After some time, they reached an old structure made of smooth gray stone and metal. Vines had grown over its walls, but it still stood strong. Sari touched a hidden panel. It lit up faintly. Still has power, she said. That's a good sign. They entered the building. Inside, it was quiet and cool. The walls were covered in symbols Liam didn't recognize. The air felt heavy with memory. In the center was a round room with a strange chair in the middle. Above it floated a glowing orb. This is the memory chamber, Sari said. You sit there. The orb reads your blood and mind. If the connection is real, it will show you pieces of your ancestors' memories. Liam stepped forward slowly. Will it hurt? No, she said. But it may be emotional. He sat down. The chair adjusted to his body. The orb floated lower until it hovered just above his head. A soft beam of light touched his forehead. Suddenly, images filled his mind. He saw a man with golden eyes. Standing before a crowd, behind him, a great city of towers and lights sparkled. The man was speaking to people of many races, all gathered in peace. Liam couldn't hear the words, but he felt the meaning, unity, hope, and courage. Then the vision changed. Explosions, screams, fire in the sky. The city was under attack. Oh. Dark ships filled the clouds. The man from before was now fighting, leading. Others. His face was calm, but his eyes were full of pain. He held a device and whispered something to it. Liam felt tears in his eyes. The vision faded. The orb lifted away and the light vanished. He opened his eyes slowly. Sari was standing in front of him. What did you see? She asked gently. War, Liam said quietly. Destruction, but also leadership, bravery. That man. He looked like me. Sari nodded. That was Eler, the last leader of Iradan. He was your ancestor. Liam stood up. His legs felt weak, but his heart was stronger. They fought to protect others. They believed in peace, not control.
Us.
That's why the Icarans feared them. Yes, Sari said. And now they fear you, because you carry that same spirit.
Liam
Looked around, so what's the next step? Before Sari could answer, a sharp sound echoed through the chamber. A voice came from behind them. I was hoping you'd lead me here. They turned around. A tall figure stood at the entrance. He wore dark armor with glowing red lines. His skin was pale gray, and his eyes were sharp and cold. Sari stepped in front of Liam. Derek, she said with anger in her voice. I should have known you were following us. Derek smiled. You always were too soft. Sorry, look where that got your people. Liam stepped beside her. You're Icaron, yes, Derek said. And I came for you, human. The council wants you captured. But I prefer... a quicker end. He raised his hand. A weapon on his arm lit up. Sari moved fast, pushing Liam to the side as a blast shot past them. She pulled a small device and fired back. Derek jumped aside and took cover. Run, she shouted. Liam hesitated. I'm not leaving you. Find the upper platform, she said. You can control the defenses from there? Liam nodded and dashed down a hallway. He ran up broken stairs and reached a platform with an old control panel. Symbols glowed faintly. He placed his hand on the surface. The panel read his touch and lit up fully. Come on, help us, he whispered. Suddenly, ancient defense systems activated. Energy walls rose, blocking Derek. Small drones flew from the walls and fired at the Icaron. Derek roared in anger. This place still listens to your kind. He fired at the drones, destroying two. But more came. He retreated, his armor sparking. You haven't won, human? He shouted. Others are coming. Then he vanished in a blink, teleporting away. Sorry. Joined Liam on the platform, breathing hard. You did it, she said. No, Liam replied. We did it. Together. She smiled. That's the human way, isn't it? You never give up. Liam looked out at the trees through a broken window. They're coming for me, but I'm not afraid anymore. Good, Sari said, because now we fight back. The jungle was calm again, but Liam knew it wouldn't last. After Derek's attack, the outpost's walls still shook with the memory of battle. Smoke rose from broken defense drones. The air smelled like burnt metal and scorched earth. Liam stood quietly, looking at the spot where Derek had disappeared. His mind was full of questions, but his heart was calm. He had faced death and survived. Sari walked over and placed a hand on his shoulder. You fought well. Didn't even fire a weapon, Liam replied. You didn't have to. Activated a system no one else could. The outpost listened to you. That means everything. Liam looked at her. Said others are coming. Yes, Sari said. Derek is only one of many Icaran hunters. But now they know you can awaken ancient technology. They will try harder to stop you. Liam nodded. Then we should stop running. Sari tilted her head. What do you mean? It's them. I want to face them. I want to know more about who I am, what I can do. I want to protect the others if there are more like me. Sari studied him for a moment, then smiled. There's a place where you might find the answers you seek, but it's dangerous. Where? The core of Ardanus, she said. It's where the Icarons keep the remains of old Erodin tech. They steal and study it. It's deep inside their territory. Liam raised an eyebrow. You want me to break into an Icaran base? I wouldn't ask, Sari said, unless I believed you could handle it. Liam took a deep breath. Let's do it. 2 days later, Sara's ship flew through a silent star system. No planets, no moons. Only one object Ardanus, a black space station floating like a dark mountain in the stars. Liam stood beside Sari in the cockpit, watching the huge station appear on the screen. It was shaped like a massive wheel, spinning slowly, with glowing red lights around its edges. How do we get inside? Liam asked. We use an old Irodin code, Sari said. It may still be active in the lower systems. And if it's not, we improvise. The ship approached carefully. A patrol drone flew near, scanning them. Sari activated a signal. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, the drone backed off. We're in, Sari whispered. The ship slipped into a docking tunnel under the station. As it landed, Sari handed Liam a small device. This will hide your energy signal, she said. The Icarons scan minds too. Stay focused. Liam nodded and placed the device on his neck. It felt cold, but steady. The airlock opened. They stepped into a dark hallway. The station was quiet, but not empty. Somewhere inside, hundreds of Icaran soldiers worked, studied, and watched. Liam could feel it. Sari led him through narrow passages. The lights flickered above. They passed strange machines and locked doors. Finally, they reached a chamber filled with glowing tanks. Inside each tank floated a piece of ancient technologies, Maul machines, memory crystals, armor parts. Some of it looked human. This is what they stole, Sari said. Pieces of Erodin's past. Liam walked up to one of the tanks. He placed his hand on the glass. Suddenly, the object inside glowed. A beam of light shot from it, connecting. To the panel beside the tank, an interface opened, showing old data. You unlocked it, Sari whispered. More tanks began to glow. Lights came on across the room. The systems recognized Liam. He's awake, said a voice behind them. Duroc stepped out of the shadows, flanked by 2 Icaran guards. You came straight to us, Duroc said. You saved us the trouble of chasing you. Sari pulled out a weapon. The guards raised theirs. But Duroc smiled. You won't win here. This is our home now. Every wall watches you. Every air vent listens. Liam stepped forward. Then let it hear this. We're not afraid. You fear what I am. You fear what humans can become. Derek's smile faded. You think you're special because of old blood? He asked. The Icarans are stronger, smarter. You are just a shadow of the past. No, Liam said. The future. And I'm not alone. Just then the lights dimmed. A low hum filled the room. Stolen Erodin tech began to glow brighter. Data flowed across the panels. A deep voice echoed through the chamber. Blood confirmed. Access granted. Entire room shifted. Panels opened. A hidden control board rose from the ground. Liam felt the same energy he had felt in the ship. His mind linked with the system. Sari looked around in shock. It's responding to him. Liam reached out. The machines obeyed. One of the devices floated to his hand. It wrapped around his arm like armor silver, light and strong. Duroc's eyes widened. Stop him! The guards fired. Sari blocked the shots with her shield. Liam focused. The control board released a pulse that pushed the Icarans backward. Alarms screamed across the station. We need to go. Sari shouted. Not yet, Liam said. We're taking this tech back. He activated the platform. A dozen pieces of memory tech floated and followed him. The room shook as explosions went off outside. The system was rejecting the Icaran presence. They ran through the halls, chased by more guards. Liam used his connection to close doors behind them and slow the enemy. Guided them to the docking bay. They jumped into the ship. Off, blasts fired at them, but Liam's mind raised a shield. The ship escaped, flying fast into the stars. Behind them, the station darkened. System shut down. Liam had taken the heart of Iridan back from the Icarans. Inside the ship, Liam sat down, breathing hard. The armor on his arm pulsed softly. "You did it," Sari said. "You took their power away." "No," Liam said. "I just reminded them. Humans don't forget. We come back stronger." Sari smiled. "Now the real war begins." Liam stood inside the ship, looking out at the stars. The stolen Erodin technology floated behind him in the storage bay, humming softly. It had accepted him. Responded to his touch, bade his mind, but he knew. This was only the beginning. Sari entered the control room and placed a small glowing cube on the console. It projected a map of the galaxy this time, with dozens of red dots blinking across different systems. "What are those?" "Light signals," she said. "After you accessed the Ardanes core, it activated an ancient beacon hidden in Erodin. Technology across the galaxy has started waking up." Liam stared at the blinking lights. "All because of me?" "Yes," Sari replied, "and now others will hear it." "You mean the Icarans?" "It's not only them," she said. "There are others out there, some friendly, some not. But the signal doesn't just call danger. It calls hope too." Liam looked at her. "Hope." She nodded. Long ago, Erodin had allies, alien worlds that believed in peace and balance. When Erodin fell, some of them disappeared into hiding. If they're still out there, the beacon might bring them back. "So what do we do now?" Liam asked. "We follow the nearest signal. There's a world called Harion, covered in oceans. A lost research base is hidden under its water. The beacon there might hold a deeper memory, maybe even a message from your ancestor." "Then let's go," Liam said. Sari smiled. "You're becoming more Erodin every day." Liam smiled back. "No, I'm becoming more human." The ship reached Harion after 3 days of lightspeed travel. From orbit, it looked like a giant blue marble. Vast oceans covered nearly every part of the planet. Only small islands and cloud-covered mountain tips poked above the waves. They descended carefully, guided by coordinates from the awakened beacon. "There," Sari said, pointing to the screen. "That dark spot underwater, it's a dome. Old base is still sealed." Liam piloted the ship closer. With his mind connected to the ship, it felt almost like swimming. The controls flowed through his thoughts. It was as easy as breathing. The ship entered the water smoothly, diving deep below the surface. Fish and glowing sea creatures moved aside as they passed. Finally, the metal dome appeared. It was half covered in sand and coral, but the seal lights were still dimly glowing. Sari opened communication. "Base E-17, request entry. Beacon bearer present." The dome responded with a low hum. The entrance opened, letting them inside. They stepped into the base. Inside it was dark and cold. The walls were made of smooth white metal, now stained by time and sea life. The lights flickered as they walked through empty halls. Liam touched a wall. It glowed softly, reacting to his presence. "It knows me," he said quietly. "Then it may share something important," Sari said. They reached a central chamber. In the middle was a tall pillar with strange symbols. It looked like a tree of crystal and metal. When Liam walked closer, it lit up completely. A voice filled the chamber, descendant of Ilar. "Your arrival has been awaited." Liam stood still, listening. "Erodin is gone, but its dream must live. If you hear this, you are the spark. Unite the forgotten, awaken the truth, and beware the false light." "False light?" Liam asked aloud. Sari frowned. "That's new." What does it mean? I don't know, Liam replied, but it sounds like a warning. Suddenly the base shook. Alarms blared. Sorry, check the scanner. No, an Icaran ship just dropped out of warp. They followed the signal. Liam activated the beacon interface. Can we shut it down? No, she said. Once activated, it can't be stopped. It's calling to everything now. The base shook again. A deep sound echoed above them, metal being torn. They're breaking in, Liam said. Sorry, grabbed his arm. We have to leave now. They ran back through the halls. Water began leaking through the cracks. The Icarans were trying to crush the dome. As they reached the ship, a loud explosion rocked the chamber. The dome roof collapsed, water rushing. In, a giant Icaran assault robot dropped into the base, its red eyes glowing. It fired a blast. Sari jumped to the side, pulling Liam down. He rolled and raised his hand. His new armor reacted, forming a shield that blocked the second blast. Nice upgrade. Sari shouted. Thanks, Liam said, panting. Let's return the favor. Focused on the robot's weak points, his mind sent signals through the armor. The ship fired a small pulse cannon from inside the hangar. The blast struck the robot's arm, sending it crashing backward into the water. Get in, Sari yelled. They rushed into the ship. As it sealed shut, water flooded the base completely. The ship powered up and shot upward through the ocean. The Icaran ship tried to chase them, but Liam used a counterpulse to disrupt their navigation. The ship broke the surface and launched into the sky. Back in orbit, Liam watched the beacon from space. It glowed brighter than before, now floating. Like a star above the water, they'll keep chasing us, he said. Won't they? Yes, Sari said. But now others will start hearing you too. Do you really think more humans like me exist out there? Sari smiled, not just humans. Eridan's message was for all who believed in freedom. May have hidden, some may have forgotten, but the call is strong. Liam looked out at the stars. Then let's wake them all. End of part 7.